very few marketing strategies are more powerful than testimonials. They boost your authority, build trust with your audience, and can help increase conversion for both digital products and services. But since your time is so valuable, you may be wondering how you can automate and streamline the process of collecting, formatting, and sharing testimonials with your audience. That's why today I'm excited to show you how you can strategically build your entire testimonial system on autopilot using a tool called Senja. Let's take a look. Hey, I'm Melissa, and welcome back to Wit Wire, where we help everyday experts become profitable course creators. Over the years, I've collected hundreds of testimonials from Wit Wire students. And not only do these make my day to read, but many prospects have reported that testimonials helped them make a buying decision with Wit Wire. It's no surprise. Anytime I make an online purchase, I always look at the review section to help me make an informed decision. So not only is it important that we collect testimonials, but we also need to showcase them to share with our audience. That said, it used to feel like way too much work to not only collect testimonials, but then manually add them to my website. And so I started researching automated solutions, and that's when I came across Senja, an all-in-one testimonial management platform. It's been a huge time saver, and I love that I could customize everything to match my brand. Although Senja is sponsoring this tutorial, all opinions are my own, and as of the time of this recording, I am an active paid customer. So let's log in and check it out. First, let's create a free account. With Senja, you can get started for free by visiting witandwire.com/Senja. And you could get started on the free plan, which gives you up to 15 text and video testimonials, as well as one collection form, which I'll show you in a second. Over time, you might want to upgrade to the starter plan. This is the price point paid monthly. You can save a little bit if you pay annually, but it's great that you can get started on the free plan until you collect more and more testimonials, which is of course a great problem to have. So I'm going to click Get Started, create an account, and then I'll see you in the dashboard. When you log in, you'll see the main navigation along the left, and it's divided based on function. So first, you can collect testimonials either by creating forms or importing testimonials if you've already collected some from your own form or from an external source. Then we can manage testimonials and add tags. And then in the share section, you can use the studio to create embeddable widgets or downloadable images. So I'm excited to run through each three of these main areas one by one, starting with creating forms to collect testimonials. So on the top, I'm going to click Forms. And although I already have one created, let's start from scratch by creating a new form, and maybe we'll call this Student Testimonials. So when I create this form, you can see along the left, we have a menu of customization options. So first, you can click Design to change the logo, color, or font. And then the welcome page you can see here on the right, you can customize any of the text from the title to the intro message. And then crucially, you can decide if people can submit either a video testimonial, a text testimonial, or you can give them the option. I personally like to include both. I know videos are great for business. They're a great marketing tool, but I know not everyone wants to be on camera. So I like to keep both boxes checked. It's up to you. You could then continue moving down to customize the response page. This is what people see when they are recording a video, when they're submitting a response. So you might want to include some prompts here. You can also customize what details you collect about your customers. And I would keep this to the minimum. Only keep these toggled on if you definitely need that info. So for example, I don't really need people's company logo, so I would probably toggle that off. The fewer fields you have, the more likely people are to submit any form. That's a general rule of thumb with conversion. So like I said, I would keep this to only the essentials. And if needed, you can also add additional custom fields. Then you can customize the thank you page and optionally decide if you want to reward people for submitting testimonials. You could enable rewards and let people spin a wheel, potentially to get a coupon. Totally up to you. I'm gonna turn this back off. And then you could go through the rest of these to either customize the labels, remove branding, and so on. Let's say I like these changes. I can go ahead and click Save. And this brings me to the Share page. From here, you can see 3 ways to share your collection form. You can share a direct link to the form. You can invite people via email, or you can embed the form. So you could either embed this on a web page on your site or within an online course. So I'm going to put this on my clipboard and then bring up another window to show you how I share these in my own Wit Wire programs. Here's an example where I've copied and pasted that code into a lesson in my Teachable course. This works in Thrivecart, Kajabi, Podia, or any other course platform that allows either HTML code or embedding. It depends on the language each platform uses. But you can see the Senja form embedded here, where students can pick record a video or write a testimonial, and they'll be able to submit that directly via their course experience. By the way, if you're wondering which questions to ask to get the best possible testimonials from your audience, if you head back under Forms, you can see that Senja has a library of questions that you can browse based on your industry and your goals. Up next, let's import testimonials. So along the menu, we're going to click Import Testimonials, and you can either import CSV files or you can import from external sources like Twitter, LinkedIn, Google, etc. So this is a huge advantage for those of you who already have testimonials in your business, because this will bring those into Senja and allow you to display them on your website or otherwise utilize those existing testimonials to market your business. Once you start to collect testimonials, it's time to manage and tag your reviews. Right now, I'm looking at the Testimonials tab, and this is the full database of all testimonials you've collected. At the top, you can search through your testimonials either for a key phrase, or you can look at these filters to find testimonials that are either approved or unapproved. You can search by source, you can search by tag, and there is an advanced search if needed. Now, if you need to edit a testimonial, you can click on it and then click the pencil icon on the top. And I'll show you one thing that I usually do is I will scroll down here, and in the written testimonial, I will often pick a key sentence like this, and then I will highlight it. And this is a great way to emphasize to your prospects what the most important and punchy piece of this testimonial is. So you'll notice right now it's yellow. That's not how it will appear later. In the customization section coming up, I'll show you how you can change the color. So for now, we'll keep it as is and click Save. Also, here you can see the option to add a tag. And the way I use tags is to separate which testimonials go to which products or services, or I'll use a tag for different locations if I want to have widgets in different places on my website. So maybe just as an example, let's add a tag for Course Builders, which is one of our Wit Wire programs. And now because it's tagged, I could have this testimonial show up on the Course Builders sales page, and I'll show you how to do that shortly. I'm going to head back over here and then just let you know you can also do more advanced searching here on the side, and you can also take a look at all of your tags on the left. Up next, let's create a shareable widget. I'm going to click Studio on the left, and there are tons of options here, but this is how you can start sharing your testimonials with your audience. So what I'm going to do first is create a widget. That's going to be a copy-paste code snippet that displays either a single testimonial or a group of testimonials. Now you could start from scratch, but I'm going to actually click this recently created widget. And here you can see this is called Course Builders because I want to include all the testimonials from this program so I can show it on my sales page. So let me show you a quick preview of where this lives. Here is the sales page on our Show It website for Course Builders. And I've scrolled halfway down. Here are all of the latest testimonials. And when new students submit more testimonials, they would appear here at the top. So let's head back over to Senja and take a look at how this is built. First, we selected testimonials. And what I did is I filtered which testimonials should appear based on if they have the tag for Course Builders. I'm going to go ahead and save that filter, but you could choose one or more tags or other criteria on the side. Then you can see I've already started with the testimonial masonry widget as my base. And then under design, you can really customize the options. You can customize the colors, you can customize the layout. For example, I wanted them to have extra large spacing and only 2 columns, but you could adjust it to be 3 columns. You can then decide if you want a border or a shadow. You can change the typography. You can also add filters. And to be clear about the difference, I'll just do this as an example. Let's say I added a filter and I called it Course Builders. This won't quite make sense here. But what this does is it gives you more of a menu along the top. So if your viewers click on one of these, it would filter the testimonials to only show the testimonials that met that criteria. So I'm going to get rid of these. But again, to reiterate, the filters section here puts little navigation buttons at the top, while select testimonials decides which should appear at all in this widget. You also have a few other advanced options, but once you're happy with how this looks, you can save your changes, and I'm gonna click Share. Here you can see the copy paste snippet, and they tell you which platforms are compatible. But if you know that your website platform allows you to copy paste in HTML code or to embed code, then you should be set. So Shopify, WordPress, Squarespace, Wix, Show It, all of these sites work beautifully with Senja. So I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste this. And then if I were moving on to build a page, I would open up that page, let's say in my WordPress or Squarespace site, and I would paste the snippet exactly where I wanted it to appear. In the future, if I wanted to change the colors or fonts, I would come back into Senja to make those updates, and they would appear automatically on my website. You may also be interested in a wall of love. This is a term in the testimonial world for a page that just shows typically all of your testimonials. So unlike a widget, which you embed into an existing page, a wall of love creates a standalone landing page for those testimonials. So let's say I wanted to scroll down a bit. Maybe I will click Start from Scratch, but you can also see some of their starter templates here. So I will start from scratch, call this Demo Wall of Love, and click Create. Again, I can see those starters here. Maybe I will just go ahead and click the first one. And if you wanted, you can click Select Testimonials to filter which should appear. But I'm just going to keep the default, which is all testimonials, and head over to Design. So you can change the branding. For example, maybe you change the primary color to another tone, something that's within your brand colors, and the font. And then you can change the hero copy. You can see the title and the subtitle right here. And what I really like about Senja is the fact that when you make updates here, you can preview them immediately on the right, which I find very user-friendly. So I would go through all of these settings, which are very similar to the widget settings. And then when you're ready, you can click Save Changes and then Share. Before, we had an embeddable code, but with a wall of love, now we have a link. So if I paste this in a new tab, we'll see what it looks like. Here is our standalone web page. You can change the call to action at the top. You can make other customizations below. But if you're looking for that standalone landing page, then a wall of love could be a great choice for you. You can also create shareable images. So let's say you wanted to share a particularly good testimonial on social media. What I could do is scroll down and I will click Start from Scratch. But along the left, you can see all of these different starting templates and you can customize them. So maybe I'll choose this template and maybe I will pick Pamela's testimonial and click Save Selection. And here under Design, you have the option to change the style, and then you can change the background. You can choose a color, image, gradient. So maybe I will go with this gradient here, and you'll notice that the highlights that we chose earlier, but you can customize pretty much everything about this, including whether or not you show the avatar, you can change the logo, and you can really customize this to suit your brand. Speaking of highlights, I brought back the widget for course builders to show you that you can change the color as promised under colors. So here you can see I chose a brand color. It's a little bit more subtle, but you could easily change this to as bold of a color as you'd like to highlight those best parts of your testimonials. I also want to spotlight some of the pro features in Senja. On the left, you can see the brand tab where you can add your default colors, logos, and fonts just to save a little bit of time. You might also be interested in rich snippets. This lets you add star ratings to your search results. So for example, in Google, you can see that when this search result appears, you can see the star ratings down below, which can add authority and potentially boost your click-through rate in the search results. Let's also check out Automate. So on the Pro plan, you can connect with Zapier to connect Senja actions with other parts of your business. So you can see they give some examples. Maybe when somebody has a Calendly call with you, then you want to send them a testimonial request 5 hours later. That's just one example, but if you enjoy automating your business, then maybe you could take a look at the Pro plan to enable the Zapier connection. Senja also continues to iterate and improve. They have a new Analyze feature where you can mine insights from your testimonials, so you can see common phrases or what people love about you, which can be great for marketing. And under the Studio, they have something at the bottom called the Customer Copy Bot, where you can use language from testimonials to inspire high-converting copy. They give a few examples of creating a course launch email or a video script, just to name a few. Overall, I've loved using Senja to collect and share testimonials at Wit Wire. And if you're excited to try it out, you can visit witandwire.com/Senja to create your own free account. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to Wit Wire for more online business tips. While you're here, here's another video that I think you might enjoy.